Leo, you ready? I'll get the weight. 190.4. What do you think I'm gonna sit at?
I don't remember that.
15. Really? I'm thinking like 15 maybe. 15. Before we get in the video, put in the comments below right now what you think my body fat is. And at the end of the video, you're gonna find out what exactly it is. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. So here's my brutal, honest advice about fat loss. And I'm gonna just come out and say it. You're not losing weight because you're not being consistent. You're not being consistent about what you're putting in your body. And if you're putting stuff in your body, it's not the best. It's all the crappy food, the food that tastes so good that honestly we want more of. But after we eat it, how do you feel? I know with me, after I eat something that I know that's not good for me, I feel like crap afterwards, 100%. So do you want to keep living with that feeling and going back to, I'm going to start next week with my diet and keep going? I don't want you to live with that anymore. And to be honest, you're not sticking to the plan because you don't have a plan. You might not know how to start or where to start, and that's okay. In this video, I'm going to try to help you come up with a plan, and we're going to just talk about some things to kind of get some things moving up in here. That's what we're going to do, and I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. I'm going to talk about things that I see with my clients right now too. So how many times do you hear this? In order for you to lose body fat, you have to be in a caloric deficit. I'm sure you hear that all the time, and you might not even know what that means, and that's okay. I'm here to tell you and to kind of explain some things that will make things easier for you. So a caloric deficit is where your body burns more calories than you consume. Therefore, you're gonna be in caloric deficit. So now I bet you're saying, well, I eat enough and I'm still not dropping weight. You're probably not eating enough protein. You're probably eating very little protein because maybe in your head you might think, oh, I'm going to get too bulky, or I don't want to try to do that when I'm trying to drop body fat. No, that's not the case. Protein is actually going to allow you to utilize more energy and use more calories to break it down when it's in your belly. Yes, protein, it takes I think your body a little over 20% of energy to break it down. So that's why us trainers, us coaches preach protein. Keep your protein in. And then the more protein you get in, the more anabolic you stay, which is what we want. So my advice in the beginning is to weight train for 3 to 4 days a week. You have 7 days out of the week. Don't tell yourself you're going to try to get to the gym 5-6 days out of the week. 3-4 days is perfectly fine, or 2 or 3 days is perfectly fine. Start off small, be consistent with it, and then once you know that, hey, I could add another day, then you'll be able to do that. But right now, you got to keep it simple. Right now, you're probably inconsistent with going to the gym and hitting the weights. And if you don't know how to hit the weights correctly, or you're kind of scared about it, and that's okay because it is a big deal. You know, doing movements and everything is scary if you're unaware of how to do it correctly, and that's where we could get hurt. So definitely hire somebody to help you do that in person, especially if you're new at it. I don't want to take somebody on for an online client if they have no training experience. It's just going to be hard, especially with what I want them to do. And I'm being 100% honest with you. So when I'm wanting to drop body fat, I love weight training, and I love having to do some kind of cardio with that. Reason being, don't do cardio just by itself and not weight training, because cardio is very easy to adapt to. Now, when it comes to weight training, we're able to adapt to these movements, but it takes a little bit longer, and we're able to create different stresses on the body. So your body is going under certain, obviously, stress, and it has to use energy, and your brain, it has to use energy because your brain's trying to learn the movement and everything. So there's a lot that goes into it. So now you're going to be able to burn a little bit more calories just with weight training. And then also, weight training is so good for you. It just helps with insulin sensitivity. It helps with blood flow, just like cardio does. But blood flow, it constantly raises your heart rate, and your heart rate then drops. And then when it's time to go again, your heart rate raises again. So there's always different things that you could do and tap into when it comes to weight training. With resistance training, lifting weights, it's fantastic because what it does is it creates a metabolic disturbance, meaning it gets your metabolism firing, which therefore you're going to be able to burn through fuel, and you're going to require more fuel in, which is going to allow you to have an appetite and actually eat, and eat real food. That's what we want to do. If your metabolism is slow, chances are you're going to have a hard time burning weight. Therefore, there's other things that could go with that too. It could be a thyroid issue. Maybe you are in a routine, but maybe thyroid. Maybe you have a underactive thyroid. I don't know. No, I mean, we don't know if we don't try. We got to try being consistent with these things before we just start saying, yeah, I have a thyroid issue. This is something I'm just thinking about. So we're going to go into number 2 right now. So ask yourself, what does your everyday look like? Are you sitting at a desk for 6 to 8 hours throughout the day? You're not as active, not like you used to. If that's the case, ask yourself this: do you deserve carbohydrates if your activity level is super low, especially if you're sitting at the desk, and if your goal is dropping body fat? Now, if you have a stomach, little fat, that's belly, do you honestly think you deserve carbohydrates? Definitely not. Not right now. We gotta teach the body how to use fats as an energy source. So again, the stomach tells us a lot on what's going on too. Stress, insulin related, gut related. Obviously, those are all play a big role. Everything starts in the stomach. So if your stomach, you got a beer belly, do not need carbs. What you could do instead, if your activity level is very low and you sit at the desk 6-8 hours throughout the day, you could eliminate carbs a little bit. You could increase protein and a lot of vegetables and your fats. Because again, we want to teach the body how to utilize fats as energy. So fats as like any nuts, avocados. You could do like almond butter, peanut butter, but just make sure they're organics. And then your protein, you could do red meat. You could do chicken. Make sure if you are doing red meat, make sure it's lean. Fish. If I want to get lean pretty fast, I would eat a lot of fish. I'd like a cod, or I'd like to do a wild caught sockeye salmon. So that's what I would do, and just a lot of vegetables, fiber, and broccoli too. Crucifix vegetables, which will help with estrogen stuff going on. So these are things that you need to think about when it comes to your diet. Keep it simple. Remember, everything that swims or walks this earth is protein. Anything that grows on this earth is usually a carbohydrate or vegetable. Fats too, same thing. Nuts, avocado. I can't think of any other fats. Oil, olive oil, you could do that too. But yeah, just throwing that out there. So I know it's frustrating. You want to see this fat literally peeled off your body, and you want it off like this. But you got to ask yourself too, how long did it take you to get to this point that you're at right now? Think about it. It didn't happen overnight. It's the same thing with your fat loss journey. It's not gonna just disappear after a week of going to the gym, eating well and everything. It's gonna take a little bit of time. So I want you to prepare yourself for that mentally, because it's going to be a journey. Let me ask you this too. Was Rome built in a day? Definitely not. It's the same thing with your body and your journey on where you want to take it. You got to trust the process. You got to be consistent, and you got to get help, especially if you want to get this going in the right direction. And you already know what you've done in the past hasn't worked because maybe you weren't sure on where to start. You tried it on your own, but you didn't get anywhere. So now I recommend you hire somebody. Hire somebody in your area. Find somebody. I recommend trying to go find like a private gym where they have trainers. Those trainers know their shit. You could comment below. Let me know where you're at. I could try to do some research on what trainers are in your area, or you could hire me as your coach too if you have some training experience. But I'm being 100% honest. But I just want you to be honest with yourself, because I know that you'll get it done if maybe you have somebody there to root for you that actually is a professional and know what they're doing. That's not just going to take your money and run. That's definitely not who I am. And here's some testimonials of my clients right here, all over the screen. And I'm very thankful that I have each and every one of them, that I'm able to coach, that I'm able to help, that I'm able to help get stronger. I'm able to help them get to these goals that they set out for themselves. So something you got to get used to. You're going to be eaten differently than your peers, than your family members, than your friends. You have a goal, and you got to literally live with this goal that you're setting yourself. This goal that you're telling yourself that you want, it's going to tell you, do you take yourself serious by saying that you want this goal, that you want fat loss. So yes, you're going to have to say no to food that you might be around, or when you're going out, you just got to make better decisions. When you're going out to a restaurant, look for the cleanest protein on the menu, meaning it better be grilled, not fried. That's what I would do. And if you're traveling, driving places or whatever, look for a clean protein, beef jerky, maybe one that has not as much ingredients in there, or protein bar, or packed protein shake, something like that. It's just, you got to be smart with how you do things, because you're trying to get to a point that you haven't got to before. And it comes down with these are real life scenarios that you got to understand that you're going to get involved in. I'm telling you, when I was training for my bodybuilding show, my first show, I'd go to a lot of events, family parties and everything, and I would have to be on top of my diet. I'd probably eat before I go, and then I would drink water, or when at the party, I'd find something like this. Like, this is a Zevia drink, so this has a stevia in there. There's 0 calories in here, so this helps with cravings or anything like that. I'll put this on the screen so you know what I'm talking about, but I love these. So this is number 4, and I'm gonna tell you, you could track your food if you want. You could use the app MyFitnessPal. I use that when I start off. When I was prepping for my show, I was using MyFitnessPal, and it's a great tool. But I also don't have everybody do it, because sometimes they get in their head about it, and then they mentally freak out if they don't hit their goals, their macro goal. So I challenge you. You could download the app, or if you have it already, use it. See how much food you're eating, just on a regular day. Don't even think about changing anything yet. Just track your food. See how much protein you're eating. You're probably not eating enough. You're probably eating way more carbs than protein. Probably a lot more fat than protein. And then sugar. Pay attention to your sugar. Your sugar is the root of all evil. Sugar is what drives up weight gain. And we don't want that. Sugar is what drains your energy. Think of your energy as batteries. The minute you start ingesting sugar, it drains your battery life like that. So think about that. I want you to think about also when you go out before work, maybe you're running out the door, you don't have time for a meal, which I'm disappointed about. Are you going to Dunkin' Donuts, or are you going to a Starbucks? When you go there, what type of drink are you ordering? Think about that drink that you order. And when you do order it, I want you to type it in on MyFitnessPal, the exact drink that you ordered, and you're going to see what type of macros are on there. Macros are your fats, carbs, protein, and then you're going to see all other stuff like sugar and maybe other fats. I don't know, but yeah, I want you to track so you can see what you're putting in your body. And this is the most time is going to kill your weight loss journey. And most time people don't even think anything of it. And when people pound those drinks in the morning, guess what? They're not hungry. And when they are hungry, it's not until maybe dinner, maybe lunch, they graze a little bit. So yes, this is real life scenarios that I hear from my clients. I've been almost training for a decade, training clients for a decade. So this is stuff that I've heard from numerous clients. Yes, it's a roadblock, and it's a roadblock that needs to be smashed, that needs to be destroyed. So you need to decide, what are you going to do? This is the last one, number 5. Dropping body fat is only hard because you don't want to put the work into it. By work, meaning being consistent. You're gonna hear me say that all the time. You gotta be consistent when you want this. That's the only way this is gonna work. It works putting on muscle. It works dropping body fat. And honestly, I just want to recomp you. I wanna put muscle on you. So this is something I want you to ask yourself. What type of individual are you when it comes to training? When it comes to maybe needing somebody? Are you someone that needs a plan, and then once you have a plan, you're going to be able to hammer it and get after it and be consistent with it? Or are you someone that needs proper guidance too? So it's a plan and guidance and needs somebody to be there with you to be able to get you going in the right direction. Only you can answer that question. So why do people hire me as a trainer? Well, one, they don't want to do it on their own. And two, they don't know how to start or where to begin. And three, they need help with not just the training aspect, but nutrition as well. And then also supplementation and understanding on what their sleep's like. Because nutrition and sleep is recovery. If you're not recovering, you're not going to perform in the gym. Therefore, you're not going to last long as a client. And therefore, you're not going to get the goals that you want. So these are things that I ask the client too. Like, yes, I know you need me and you need me to push you and you need help with your diet, but there's a lot more to it too. And there's a lot more on your end that you're going to need to do. And a lot of change that has to happen with your life. And there's going to be a lot of discipline too. Yes, discipline is the key word. You got to be disciplined because there's going to be a lot of temptations. And this is going to be part of your journey. The minute that maybe you get caved in on something that's not the best for you, move on. Get over with it. Keep going. Don't just be like, oh, too late now. I'm just going to forget about this weight loss journey. I'm just going to eat all the crap I can and whatever. No, like, don't get in your head about it. It's one thing. Yes, you ate something that's not good for you. Now it's time to move on. Keep going. Because that's the journey. You're going to learn a lot about yourself when it comes to this. And I want you to know that. Like, it's not going to be a perfect line to that goal that you set out for yourself. No, there's going to be an up and down journey the whole time. And that's okay. There's a lot of lessons that you're going to learn about yourself and how you handle adversity. I know you got this. It's just, you got to have a plan about it. You got to want it. And most importantly, hire somebody. Hire somebody that's going to help you get there. And if you don't know who to hire, hi, there's me. This is what I do for a living. I love it. I absolutely love being able to do this. And fat loss is just one stage. After fat loss, there's a whole nother realm that we could jump into. And yes, you're going to be weight training for fat loss. I'm not going to just put you on cardio, treadmill, and all that other crap. No, we're going to lift weights. We're going to do it correctly. And we're going to eat right. We're going to sleep deep, get deep sleep. We're going to take things that are going to help us get to this next level, right? I'm going to get you on magnesium. I'm going to get you on electrolytes, essential aminos. I'm going to get you on a good protein powder. This is what I would have you do, because these are the foundation that's going to set you up to success. And let me tell you right now, like, keep it simple. Breakfast could be a protein shake. Doesn't have to be a full-on meal. If you're having a hard time with breakfast, protein shake, that's it. You could do protein shake, maybe some almonds or turkey bacon with that. Easy, done. So these are just things like this is what I do for a living, and it's easy for me, obviously. And I want you to know that, like, you're not the only one that's struggling with this. No, there's so many people like you out there, and that's okay. Like, we all got to start from somewhere, and that's a cool thing about training your fitness journey. We all have a starting point, and it's about just staying to it, being true to yourself. You're the one that wants this. You're the ones typing in it on YouTube, and you happen to find my video, which, thank you. Helped me as a small YouTuber. That means a lot. But yeah, this is what I do. And cool thing about, like, how I train people is, like, I'm able to, like, hop on a call with you and we'll talk, and then I'll require some things, assessment, upper body, lower body, and then I ask you about other things, your sleep, and what's your everyday life look like? Because if stress is high, there's no way you're training 6 days a week. And we gotta do a better job at managing stress. And tell you, to be honest with you, if your stress is high and you don't want to drop body fat, it's gonna be a hard time. So we gotta get you back in a parasympathetic state. So then your body could now focus on dropping body fat. Now with wrapping up the video, I'm looking for 3 dedicated individuals that have a training background, that are serious, that want to be online clients of mine, that are willing to put in the work, that aren't afraid of work, that are willing to learn something completely different, that are willing to utilize supplements based on their everyday life, that are going to start with foundational supplements, electrolytes, a good essential amino acids, magnesium, a good protein, and a program based on your upper and lower body assessment, based on your goal. You're going to learn time under tension, and the goal is to be efficient with our workout. Meaning, I want you to be done within 45 minutes to an hour, probably an hour, and I want you to see what real training looks like. 100%. Yeah, I'm gonna challenge you. And this is something probably you've never done before, this style of training. But yeah, if you are looking for a fat loss program, then we could do that too. But yes, I want 3 individuals, that's it. Comment below that you want help, and I'm gonna go from there. There'll be 3 winners, and yeah, we'll go from there. Other than that though, hope you did get some stuff out of this video, and I really hope that you stick to it, that you stay true to yourself, to your goal that you set out for yourself, because I'm rooting for you, and I'm going to be here for you, no matter what. Whatever you need, comment below. I want to make sure that I'm supporting you, and I want to know when you start. I want to know what you're struggling with, what you need help with. I'll comment below exactly what you need to do. Yeah, I just want to help. But I'm looking for online clients too. I'm being 100% honest with you. So other than that, I appreciate you guys, and make sure that you subscribe, leave a comment below. And my name is Nick Andrade, just so you know, and you know how to say it. And I'm a strength coach, and this is what I love to do. And eventually I could get my own place, and then you guys could come train at my place. That'd be a sweet goal, and hopefully it's in Florida. All right, I'll see ya.
Me too.
I mean, I put on most weight I've ever put on.
You always have kind of high face sights. It's weird. Seriously.
When I was getting ready for the show, my face got lean fast.
But still not as low as what a lot of people.
No, I know.
It's interesting. Like, I don't know why it's like that. Face away.
Yeah.
Lock out tricep.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen you above 10.
I'm above 10?
Yeah, 11 punches.
Ooh. This one's gonna be thick. I already know it.
14.6. Not terrible.
All right, let's get this view. There you go. Yeah.
Stop. Where you go?
All right. Yeah. My bad.
And we could always, if you look at it and don't like it, we could always redo the pinches.
Ah.
Like if you want a better view on one of them.
All I'm saying is gained some fluff, meaning
A little bit, for sure.
which is normal for trying to do a bulk.
Yeah, you're not just recomping.
Yeah, I'm not trying to stay super lean and put on size at the
Yeah, you
same
won't put
time.
on
I'm not.
as much size
I'm not.
that way.
It's gonna be a hard time. I'm just curious where muscle's at right now.
It's really good.
Recovery. I feel like that's always been good.
See it again. All the way out. And then drop. On your stomach.
Which one? Oh, this left one. Yeah.
Lift. Drop. Good.
Don't say it yet. Got butter. All right, so we know my body fat, but I'm going to disclose it at the end of the video. Where's muscle?
About where you were at.
Really?
What? But last time you weighed in was 190.
Shit. Oh, yeah.
So what you've gained, are you depleted slightly right now?
Yeah.
So once your carbs replenish, you'll show as more lean mass. You always want to come in on a body fat when you're looking for lean mass, fully carb.
Okay, I didn't have carbs this morning. I just ran out of my...
Did you train yesterday?
Yeah, I trained yesterday, but I ate carbs yesterday.
Yeah, but you still might be a little depleted.
I ate a good amount of carbs, but
Your Australian went up, which is the gut health site.
yeah, for sure.
Your mid-augs actually went down. Super's the same. Umbilical's the same.
Which one? Australian? Is that
Step
back here, right? Yeah, it's gut. You said gut, right? Is that insulin related to?
It can be.
It can be. Okay. Because I thought too this was insulin related to stomach, right? This point.
Feeling I might have got your chin wrong.
You
No
stayed
way it went up that much from last
to the end
time.
of the video, and my body fat is actually 14.6% body fat, and I'm very happy with that, especially being able to put on 190 pounds. Something new for me completely. I never hit 190 pounds, and I'm very happy with how everything went. And honestly, I was not tracking my food to get where I'm at. I was just eating as much as I can, as good as I can, here and there, and just kept eating. Even sometimes when I didn't feel like I was hungry, I just kept eating. So here's where I'm at right now before I start this cut.